Hi everyone, it's John here from Xpos. Today I'm going to take you through the stocking and order screens in Xpos. We're just going to look at some of the new updates we've added into Xpos. Hopefully these will give you slightly different ways or quicker ways, easier ways to stock in. We've added these in our last release, so you may have already seen these, and hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea of the best ways to use these functions. So first of all, then, we're going to go into the stock control screen and we're going to go into the stocking. I'm going to book in some products. So like before, we could maybe scan in a couple of items. So I've got a few motor caddy trolleys here today. Now, like previously, if you wanted to stock these products in, you can scan the barcode of each item. You can put your quantities in here. You've got your cost price and your sale price. So I'm just going to complete that. That's how we always have had these. Now, if we go back in that screen, this time I've got one item. It's a bag, so it's a stand bag, but I've got different colors of that bag. So it might be that maybe I've got 2 or 3 different colors and sizes. Something that we looked at is maybe you don't want to scan every single barcode every single time, which personally I do quite like doing, but sometimes people like to maybe scan one of something, maybe like a small glove, put all the smalls, the mediums, large and extra large, because that's how you like to do it. And it gives you a bit of easier use. So what we've done is we've added this little grid here, which is what we call a product matrix. Now this grid will in effect open up the different options within that product. So we would call it like a variant. So the variants could be things like size, color, loft, lie. Here, these are bags. So these, if we click into this little matrix here, what we should see is different colors within that range. If there are different colors here, the different variants. So what you can do now is add the quantities of each one that you have got to be stocked in. If you've got one of each, you could tap the green button up here. And like always, you can put your cost and your sale price and you will see your margin. You've got that stock all correct. So you're happy to carry on, press update, and that will add these quantities of the product colors into the delivery. We can now at this point carry on scanning products from that supplier. So I'm just going to complete that delivery. Hopefully you can see the benefit of using that, that function. So we'll just pop these in. Now, one more time, we're going to go back into the scanning screen. So something that you might come across, not very often, but you may get a new product that you've never stocked before. Now, this product is from a golfing supplier. It's brand new and it's turned up without a barcode, or the barcode is unscannable. Now, what you can do is if you go into this magnifier here, and type the product name in. So I've got a tight leash driver here, GT2. I've never stocked these products. So first thing to say is when you search, first of all, it will default to your local data. So this is, have I got any product called GT2 in my system? Nothing's appeared. So that tells me I've not downloaded, I've never put this product in. So what you can do now is search our Xcodes database, which is this button here. So what I'm going to do is switch it to this tab on the right. So this now should search the whole of the Xcodes database. And then as we can see here, there's lots of different variations of that product. So I want to search for a driver. I've obviously got lots of different types of products, so not just drivers here at the moment. So what you can do now is use these subgroup filters to narrow down your search. So I just want to look for a men's driver. So we're just going to tap and then click out the box. So we should only see in a moment subgroup men's drivers in a few moments once this is filtered. So perfect. So I just need this first one. So I want to put in a certain loft and lie. So what we can do now is use, again, tap that matrix to open up all of the different variations of that product. So what you might want to do at this point is put in your cost and sale price. So I'm going to put in my cost and my sale price for this item. Now, what you can do is put your what you have in stock and what. So I'm just going to put 2 of that one there into stock. So you can see the right hands, all the different lofts and lies, customs, and the left hands here. So I'm now just going to update that. Again, we could put different products into this delivery, but this is a one-off stock in of 2 items here. I'm going to complete that. So we've just taken you through here today. Just how to add a product, just scanning like normal. scanning an item and then adding by using the matrix, different colors, sizes, lofts and lies, different quantities of each. And then the third one there was just taking you through how to search for a product and add that item in just by name. So the next thing we're going to do now is look at orders. So orders can be used in lots of different ways. Some people might want to put maybe some sort of pre-books in, or products that arrive in, a few items in the future that you haven't yet got in your database. Other ones could be a customer placing an order for a product. So I'm going to take you through an order here, which I'm going to do for a pair of shoes. So customer comes in, they want a pair of shoes. We don't currently stock, but I know I can get them from a supplier. So what we're going to do is go, again, we're in stock control. So we're going to go to create order. Now from this point, just to mention, if you haven't got that supplier that you need to place the order from in this list, you can go into the settings screen, products and suppliers, and you could download the supplier in, which is literally search for the supplier, click import, and that will import them in and they'll appear in this list. I can see though that I want to order a pair of FootJoy shoes, which is in a Cushioner. So I'm just going to tap a Cushioner and create order. Now at this point, I'm just going to search for a pair of Premier Series shoes, which is the order I want to put. So I'm going to click into this magnifier, and in here, I'm going to type in my product name. At this point, you'll get a narrowed down version of all the items in here. So I want to search again the Xcodes data because I've only got one particular range of Premier Series in my database, and that wasn't the correct one. Again, because we've got outerwear and a mixture of different shoes, different categories in here, different product categories, subgroups, I'm just going to narrow this down, and I'm just going to say it's a pair of, again, men's shoes. And that now should give me my list. So here I've got the Premier Series shoes. So I'm just going to come in and click. These are the ones that I want to place the order. So I'm going to open up this little matrix again. And I want to order a size 10 of those. So I'll pop it in here, date. Now on this screen, reference number. So I might put in the customer's name. Any other information, so it might be call customer when the product arrives and put the phone number in. Could be any other information you wanted to put in here. So I'm going to save that order. If you do want to view the order, you do have the option to view it here, or you want to email it off to the supplier. To show you what that looks like, it will pop up an order sheet here, like so. It might be that you want to hide the price and then give the customer a copy. Because this is cost price, you might want to give the customer a copy of the order. You can hide the price, and then you could print this off so the customer's got a copy, some sort of receipt of confirmation of the order. Email supplier is where you can tap email supplier, and that will open up a little option here that you can put the email address for the supplier in, and any other information here in email. Some people use websites that obviously are linked via suppliers, like B2B websites, but this does give you the option to email this off, so that directly to a supplier. So I'm just going to cancel that part. Now, at the moment, my order is sat in the system. You can search, so maybe the product arrives and you know it's for John Williams. You can search here. I can see it's this one here, the incomplete. That's the one from a Cushioner. So I can accept the order. If all the products are arrived, you can tap the green box to check all the items in. If the phone number was here, you could give them a call. But I'm now just going to complete that order. Just to mention, if you had multiple items and some didn't arrive, you can manually put the quantities against the ones that have arrived, and that would create, when you press complete, it will create a back order for the products that were still to be delivered. Okay, so just taking you through the order screen here, searching. What about maybe if you were creating a bespoke item, some sort of custom fit product, and then you wanted to put that into an order? So I'm just going to take you through that one now. So this one is in the product screen. I haven't got that product in my system at all at the moment. So what I'm going to do first is create the item, and then we're going to add it to an order. So we're going to add product, and I'm going to create an item here. I'm going to put it into drivers men's, and we're going to put that into tailor-made. You can obviously type in, you might have your own kind of format of descriptions for custom fit, but this is just mine here, nice and simple. I'm going to put my cost price in and my sale price. and then save the item. That's all the information I wanted today to put in, so save. Now, when you save a new item, when you create a new item, you have the options to go back to the product screen, stock the item in, or place an order. I want to place an order today. So this will bring up the same matrix you had earlier, so you can just check your information is correct and press update. Once the product arrives, we'll just finish this one off. So just do a little search. So we're just going to tap on his item. Just to mention here, actually, if the product hasn't arrived, but maybe you've got some updated prices, so maybe the cost is actually $3.19. You could edit the product here at any time, by the way, and you can change the cost like I've done. And that will update $3.19 now. So a little bit later, product's arrived. I'm going to accept it, check it in, and we'll just complete that order. So just to recap, guys, we've mainly added that product matrix there, but also what we've done is the import Xcodes that used to be in settings, products. So we've got settings here, products, and import Xcodes. It's still there, but now what you can do from what I showed you here is you can either go to the stock control screen, scan in, and use the magnifier here, or you can create orders now. Please, like always, just give us a message, give us a call if you need any help at all. Thank you, and we'll speak to you again soon.